if I am living my entire life to the standards of someone else, I am not living. I am dead. And even if nobody wants to give me a pat on the back, I'll give myself a pat on the back. I'm very, 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 very proud of myself. Hey, I felt this intense restlessness that I had to make this video. I don't know, I just felt very... Sometimes I don't know if it's the right time to act when you're feeling restless, but I thought, you know what, let's just do this. So I just wrote down all my negative beliefs that I've been having lately, and then I wrote the opposite of them. So I can think differently about them. I don't know if you can hear all of this noise in the background right now, but it's quite a lot. Okay, so I wrote down all my negative beliefs, and then I wrote the opposites of them, and with more like helpful kind of ways of thinking. And also it just kind of felt like I was just, it's almost like you give yourself advice, you know? So I was talking to like a different part of myself. Like sometimes it's easier to kind of differentiate the two, like the person that is stuck in these negative beliefs and the person that has surpassed it or has like bigger like inner wisdom, or just like this, you know, this higher version of you, higher or more like open, knowledgeable and less scared kind of version of you. So I'll just go by it, like I'll just say all the negative beliefs and then I'll go by them like one by one. I feel like might take a while, but I think these are negative beliefs that a lot of people struggle with. So the first negative belief is everything is a struggle and I am not strong enough to handle it. Second, I am not enough. Third, I don't know what I want. Fourth, I'm failing. Fifth, I'll just stop counting. I need to conform, otherwise I'm wrong or I won't be accepted. I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I won't be able to live the life I want. I don't have anything valuable to share and I am embarrassing. So that's what I wrote down. So then for the first one, everything is a struggle and I'm not strong enough to handle it, I wrote this. When I have my sights on a goal that excites me, I have the courage, strength, and perseverance to face challenges and struggles head on and to overcome them. And then I used an example from when I was like hiking. Like when I hiked Turk Mountain, I was sick, tired, heartbroken, hungry, alone, and it was raining, but I didn't mind at all and even liked the feeling because I knew it was all going to be worth it in the end. Then for the second one, I am not enough. I am always enough. Because God made me exactly the way He wanted me to be. I am exactly what I need myself to be to fulfill that which I was put on this earth for. All is love, all is acceptance. No one can touch that truth. No one can taint that. I'm being called. I just got called, but I'll call them back. Okay. I don't know what I want was the next one. Sometimes I fall into doubt because of my external experiences and influences. I was taught to distrust my truth by others who learned to do the same. I forgive them for teaching me to doubt myself, and I release the belief that my inner compass and truth are misguided. They are messages and signals from my soul's will to learn that which I intended to before I came here on earth. I am failing. I am not failing. I am shedding that which does not belong to me, and I am always learning. Failing does not exist. There are only lessons. In God's eyes, you are always whole, perfect, and loved, no matter what current society thinks of you. I need to conform, otherwise I'm wrong. Nothing interesting, innovative was created from conforming. People who do things differently are needed for society to grow, to expand, and to thrive. The people need someone to advocate for their souls when they themselves can't find the courage to do so. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. It is normal to feel alone or like you are wrong when you are surrounded by the wrong people. There are plenty of people, communities who would support and praise you, who understand you and are going through the same things. Always look out for like-minded people. Find rest in them. Know God is your biggest ally always. I don't know what I'm doing. This idea of not knowing what one is doing is planted in your head by those who do not trust their inner guidance or who have been living on fear their entire life. The path isn't clear because otherwise it would not be yours It would not be uniquely yours. Let go of fear for the unknown and trust that the path will provide and the answers are within. I won't be able to live the life I want. The life you want is one of excitement, novelty, uncertainty, and wonder. It is the path less taken, more risky, but more rewarding. There are many before you who have wanted what you did and succeeded. Find these people and get hopeful and inspired. Courage is all you need. Listening to your inner voice is the most important thing you can do for your health, growth, and soul mission. I am embarrassing. Embarrassment stemming from trying to do things differently is a sign that you are ashamed of yourself. Give yourself more credit for the courage you have. You are swimming against the current. Do not bother yourself with what will they think. You have bigger fish to catch, better things to think about. I feel like this one I could have done better. And then I also wrote down, I don't have anything valuable to share. You are needed. Your perspective is needed. The message might be the same as others, but the source is different. Your purpose is to serve your soul, but also others. The purpose for us all is to grow, and if one grows, the other does too. Trust that those who need to hear your message will hear it. So those are my negative beliefs, and then the opposite of those. And it did give me a lot of, I don't know, it calmed me down, and it helped me put things in perspective. But after I did this, I was talking to a girl, and we were planning on like, oh, when are we seeing each other? And I said, well, I'm not busy right now. She was like, oh, what a blessing, and da da da. And then I felt this pressure to really make good use of the time that I have right now, because I have a lot of time right now. And then I got really anxious and I got really restless because I was trying to learn some Irish, because that's also something that I want to do. But then I got really, really, really anxious, and I'm just like, oh, I don't have enough time for things, and I need to do it now, and I need to succeed now. And I feel like it's good to, I'm in a period of transition. I can feel myself transitioning from one reality to another because I have changed. And right now, my external reality is not reflecting what is inside of myself. And also it's a struggle if you've been a certain way your entire life or like a few years. It's hard to suddenly shift out of that and to put things in place that reflect what is inside of you, and that just takes time. It's a period of transition. It's kind of being in limbo, and there isn't really, everything is like changing. There aren't like a lot of like things that are, set in stone yet. And then you have your old life like trying to pull you back, and your old habits trying to like pull on you. And the new life isn't there yet, and the new people aren't there yet. So you have to really rely on yourself and on your beliefs and trust that there is going to be something better out there, better than your old life. I simply cannot live my old life anymore. I'm a very intense person. I don't just give up and lie down and be like, well, I guess this is just my reality, because that makes me depressed. My depression is not something that I can or want to deal with, If I know where the symptoms are coming from or what the core issue is, then I'm not going to stay in a life that I don't want to be in. Like, if that is the source of my misery, then I'm going to shift out of that. And I feel like there are a lot of people that are pulling on me to not leave, but I cannot stay. I cannot stay because I will die. I will die metaphorically. I might die physically. I feel like oftentimes it's just one and the same. Like, even if you're alive, you might be dead inside, and that can reflect like in your physical like body as well. I can see that people are projecting their fear onto me and trying to keep me where I should be or where it's safe, but I cannot live like how they want me to live. I cannot do what they want me to do. As long as it's my life and my choices, I feel a lot more calmness around that. If I'm living my entire life to the standards of someone else, I am not living. I am dead. And that is what I personally feel. And if I crash and burn and fall onto my face If I make an embarrassment out of myself, if I do not succeed, if I fail, then I'll just come back and do the normal life thing. I feel like the normal life thing is always going to be there. And especially in the situation that I'm in right now, I'm in a very, very, very privileged position. There is no chance of me dying because I'll like have to live on the streets or something, or that I won't have enough food. It's like we're all scared. There are so many people that are just scared for something that is just not relevant anymore. And it's like stuck in this old world. And what I am scared of more than anything else, like above everything else, is living a life that I do not want to live. And I have tried being okay with my life, and I couldn't be. If I am in a situation where I can change my life, or I can live more in a way that I want to live, then why wouldn't I take that chance? I am not happy in the position that I am in right now. I wasn't happy when I was doing like normal stuff. I don't feel like I'm going to be happy doing normal stuff, or I don't want to. And like, call me childish, call me stubborn, but I'd rather just try and fail and go back to whatever normal life is than to just never have tried because I was too scared. Being a coward or being too scared to do something is much, much, much more scarier to me than doing the scary thing. This was very, very scary for me like a few years ago. Just filming myself, posting, exposing myself to other people, sharing my thoughts. That was very scary to me. But somehow, somewhere along the way, I kept trying, I kept working on myself, and then suddenly I had the courage to do it. If I can change like this, if I can keep changing, I've changed so many things in my life and I'm feeling better and better and better. If I can do all of that, why can't I live a life that I want, you know? And I'm stubborn as hell. And thank God for me being stubborn and arrogant and delusional, because I wouldn't be alive if that wasn't the case. And I don't care. Like, so many people, like, I've said this multiple times to some people, and they get really like, oh, you know, it's scary to them, but it's my reality. That's how I feel, and that's how I felt. And that is my honest to God truth. And if that's intense to you, that's fine. I am an intense person. I have an intense life. I have an intense emotional, like, inner world. But that's me, and that's okay. And people are different, and people have different wants, desires. Not everyone has to want what I want, but this is what I want. So just leave me, you know. And then they say that they're worried. Oh, like, I'm worried about you, and you know, it's all a disguise for like their projection of their fear onto you, you know, and I'm sure they mean well, but I can just tell, like, if they actually really, really cared about my well-being, they would support me and help me get to where I want to be. And they wouldn't hold me back, because I would be miserable living a life that they would want me to live. And I don't have the energy to do all of that shit. So it's scary. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna do whatever I can, and that has always worked. So I'm proud of how far I've come, and I am enough. And even if nobody wants to give me a pat on the back, I'll give myself a pat on the back. I'm very, 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 very proud of myself. And only I will understand that. So I hope this can inspire people as well to, you know, be proud of themselves as well. I really hope that I can be a reflection for other people, you know, like, I really want to show people that you can do this. If I can do it, then you can do it. Even if it's just like filming this and posting on YouTube, or just being honest to yourself, or expressing yourself. It doesn't have to be all big. I don't have to become like a billionaire and say like, you can do it too. Like, no, it's just living the way you want to live, expressing yourself, standing up for yourself, being true to yourself. That's what I want to give people. I want people to enjoy the life they have as much as they can in all the smallest ways, in the biggest ways. That's all I want. So yeah, I just have to hang in there, and I hope you hang in there as well. And see you on the other side is what I wanted to say, but I'm not leaving. Like, I'm probably going to be posting tomorrow and next week or whatever, so I'm not going anywhere. So that was really, really dramatic. But yeah, bye.